All right, Bet. So welcome back to Dribble and Drive, and we've got a good one to talk about the Jaylen Brown trade. I think that's going to be our main talking point today.
Yeah, most definitely. I was not expecting that trade to come through. I thought they were going to do the Giannis deal, and then when they couldn't get that done, I thought they were just going to end up eating them and just bringing them back this season. So I was honestly shocked.
Yeah, I hear you. I thought it was going to happen just because I thought with all the noise and him being floated in trade rumors and that coming out for, I mean, definitely the second straight year. I think they offered him for KD last year, or they definitely offered him in something, but they offered him again for Giannis with two first round picks. Bucks declined, and what got in the way of it for the Celtics was Hugo Gonzalez and Baylor Shireman. I mean, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I don't think that's what got in the way of it. I was reading it was the Giannis extension, the 30, like they wanted like 2 years, 30 million, and Giannis wanted like 3 years, 35 or something like that. So that's kind of what I thought where the hang up was, but because I
Yeah,
would be
those
willing to lose Hugo. And
you'd be
Baylor,
let
yeah, I feel like Baylor had the best season of his career. Like, I don't know.
Baylor's really good. He can shoot it at like a crazy level. He can dribble and go get buckets too. So I'm glad we didn't get rid of him. Hugo's great too. I mean, I know the analytics love him, which is a whole nother conversation we can have. But he's a good player if he can knock down his shots. I mean, he's a big guard. He is a great defender. He can do everything. He just got to get better at shooting, and that's why he didn't play a role like Baylor did last year. But no, I agree. I don't think Hugo should be a guy that, you know, especially knowing what was on the table for Jaylen Brown other than Giannis. I think you should have just pulled the trigger and gone all in because look where we're at now. I mean, Paul George and two first round picks, not a great return. Not what we were expecting, at least. It's grown on me a little bit just because of, Brad Stevens loves the word optionality. So it's grown on me for that reason. But I mean, the return is terrible. And I was so upset when I saw the news. Like, really? You're going to trade an all NBA guy, a guy who just had an MVP caliber season, sixth in MVP voting, second team all NBA, for a 36-year-old Paul George and two picks that aren't even going to be good?
So, like you said at first, I didn't like it at first, but then I kind of grew on me. I like that the I feel like it doesn't get mentioned enough. That 2028 first is a Clippers pick. So that pick could be like top 10. Like it's definitely going to be top 10. So I think that's a good pick we're gonna have. And then 2031, like who the hell knows what the Sixers are gonna be, even though they have Edgecombe and Maxey, like I don't know. I don't You just never know with Philly. I feel like they'll kind of find a way to mess it up. So you're gonna have to wait and see how this deal goes. Um, but something tells me they just didn't want to extend Brown into like you were saying, into like 35 years old. And then once you get like you look at his advanced stats across like every superstar max paid player in the league, and he's turning the ball over more than them. He's not assisting and like creating around him. He's kind of just getting his, which like is good, but like you kind of need in the playoffs him to create for some other guys. So yeah, it's definitely shock, but I think like the the deal give them some flexibility with when Paul George's deal expires. Like, okay, you can go sign another big free agent with that money. So I kind of do like it. And I was looking at some stats today, like Paul George when he's on the court, like it obviously it's a big thing. But when he is on the court, like his catch and shoot three is like really good. Like it's almost like it's 7% better than Jaylen Brown. So like I don't know. I think like in his role, he could definitely be more of a creator, and I think he might be a better fit, honestly, in this system they have. Hopefully, they dial back the threes a little bit, but maybe that'll help because he's a mid-range guy. Maybe
Right.
Tatum will
No,
get to the mid-range a little more. I don't know.
100%. And I mean, Tatum's going to have more freedom, right? He'll have the ball more, maybe average 30 again, maybe have the MVP season that Celtics fans have kind of been waiting on him to have. And I completely agree with like everything you said. I mean, I think a hugely underrated part of this deal that nobody's talking about is that, yeah, Paul George is 2 years and Jalen's three, but Jalen had that 2 year extension that he was eligible for this summer. And if the Celtics don't give him that, he's probably going to request a trade, right? Or demand it. I think
And
that's fair
value
to say.
tanks.
Tanks even more.
Yeah.
Like nobody wanted him already. And like the analytics, the eye test, I think they go together. People will discredit the analytics, but I think the eye test tells you that Jaylen Brown, I mean, there's levels to the number one thing. Yeah, Jalen can be a number one. Yeah, he can give you 29 points per game or whatever it was this season. But there are levels. Like guys can score like that. A Shea can score like that without turning the ball over like Jalen does. He can make his teammates better and play make and bend the defense at a level Jalen just can't. And I mean, there are stats that back that up. Jalen had a 10% scoring turnover rate, SGA 4%, Kawhi 5%. And, there are a bunch of other guys with way better number. Like Jalen turns the ball over a lot. And then, I
That
mean, true
that
shooting
kind of
percentage.
confirms what you see with the eyes, you know?
Right. Yeah, Jalen can score. Yeah, he reached a level of scoring this season that we've never seen from him. But a lot of guys can score. A lot of guys can score. It's can you make your teammates better at the same time? When a double comes or a team traps you and you're the main guy in the playoffs, can you get 10 assists in a game?
Yeah. I think
Jalen's not
that's
that
why
kind of playmaker.
they had trouble getting value, because of that. Because people
Everybody
saw
knows
that
it.
and were scared. Yeah.
Right. There's a reason there wasn't a better offer on the table. Like nobody wanted Jaylen Brown at almost 40% of the cap. Everybody knows casual fans may not know that and they may think it's crazy, but there's a reason there wasn't a better offer on the table. There's a reason NBA teams and NBA decision makers don't want him at that pay grade. If he's making 40 million, everybody's going to be lining up for Jaylen Brown, but he's making 60 million and he's eligible for 70 million. And yeah, if the Celtics didn't give him that, then comes the trade request and I mean, as if there wasn't enough drama. I think another thing that's crazy is he's gonna go on a pod or on his Twitch and say, "This was my favorite season." You know damn well that's gonna get twisted. You know damn well when Tatum, your running mate for the past 8 years, missed 80% of the season to a brutal, life-altering injury. I mean, come on. And most importantly, okay,
Yeah.
you wanna say, oh, we shattered regular season expectations. People thought we were gonna be bad, and we won 56 games and got the 2 seed. Talk to me in April and May. I don't care about the regular season. You choked a 3-1 lead to your biggest rival. You're that's your favorite season? All right. I guess we know your mentality, Jalen Brown. I guess we know what you value. You value having the ball over winning.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
my take on it.
I think the Boston front office saw it and was like, hey, we can build a better team around Tatum and just put better pieces around him versus doing this. Um,
Right.
yeah, so like I think like the Boston fans they get attached because like he won the title. He's been here for over like 10 years. But like I think this is a good trade for the front office. I think you'll see that play out in the long run. I hope so. Um, and yeah, I think like, Brad Stevens, this guy who coached Jalen, so he knows him, he knows what he's capable of. He's got a personal connection to him, so it definitely wasn't easy for him to do this. So um, yeah, I just kind of read the stuff saying like, oh, the new Celtics owner cheaped out, they don't want to pay. That's not what that it is. You know
I
that.
totally agree.
And I feel like anyone who watches basketball knows that. So it's just
A lot
kind
of
of
people don't actually watch basketball though, but have a lot to say
yeah,
about it. It's funny. But I go back to in Brad we trust. And that was all right, I had an emotional reaction. I was pretty upset about the return, but then I thought about it for a second. What's my motto as a Celtics fan? In Brad we trust. We have the best infrastructure in the NBA, arguably. OKC is pretty good, but we're up there. And it's like being a Merrimack fan. I mean, we know that we may lose Kavir Kennedy, Bud Clark, Ernest Shelton, all these guys, Jordan Durkak, it goes on, but we figure it out because we have Joe Gallo. In Gallo we trust, and infrastructure is what brings in these players. And Jaylen Brown was overdrafted. The Celtics and Brad Stevens and company, they saw something in Jaylen Brown and took him. They saw something in Jason Tatum. They thought he was better than most people did.
yeah. So I would
So
say just trust it. Yeah. And who knows, in 2 years you could be sitting here in that picks top five and you look like a genius. Um,
right? Right? I mean, the
yeah,
Clippers, they just trade Kawhi away. They have Garland and Wagler. I'm high on Wagler, but who knows? I mean, he's not a
and
very good
Ingram.
athlete. Yeah, yeah.
So they're maybe like a 11, 10 seed at best, you know? Like I don't know.
Right. So
And
we
that's
did
if
get the Clippers pick. If it
yeah, or like the rights
lands,
to swap or something like that. I forget what it was exactly.
all right, bet. So like maybe we give up our pick that year to swap until the top 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah, hold up, let's see. I'm gonna look at
And
um
then we have all of our draft picks. Maybe we traded some rights and some swap stuff away, but we have draft picks every year. And now we have these two draft picks from Philly, and we have the financial flexibility that's getting so underrated because people just don't understand that Jaylen was eligible for 2 more years. It's not 2 years versus three, it's 2 years versus five, essentially. So it's a lot more complicated than it is on the surface. And I think people just need to understand that. I think people will understand that. I think people are starting to understand that. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's that
yeah.
bad. And then another thing I just want to add on top of this is that the
We're not
Celtics,
saying Jalen's a bad player either.
right? He's a top 15, maybe top 10 guy in the league, at least top 20. He's a very good two-way player, but he's not elite like some people think he is. And it's not just because of a spreadsheet. It's because we've been watching Jaylen Brown for the past decade, and we know this. And now that analytics back it up, people just want to get mad at analytics. And we can have this conversation. Did you have something to bring up?
No, no, no.
Okay, bet. Like I think first I just wanted to say the Celtics have a $27 million trade exception that we could use to go get Trey Murphy without giving up 25 or 27. I think he makes 25 this next year, and he's on a great contract, 3 year deal. I'd love to go get that
Really.
guy. I'd love to go get that guy for 2, 3 firsts. Maybe Sam Hauser, you throw him in there to, shave some money off of the cap. But Trey Murphy's amazing, and I love that guy.
Facts. That's yeah. That's honestly I forgot about that exception we had too. Hopefully we use it.
Right? I mean, come on, how do you not? I get
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes they go unused because teams don't want to go up into aprons, but I think we're in the perfect situation to go use that.
Yeah. Because like we're still gonna try to win next year. Like
Right.
Paul George is still on the team at the start of the season. I'm gonna guess we're not trying to win. Do you
I
think we
agree.
try to move White?
So I was on the boat that we should have moved him last year because he's older. I mean, he's making a lot of money. He's older. I don't think we do because I think we're still trying to win. In If we do add Trey Murphy, what do you think about this lineup? White, George, Murphy, Tatum, Mitchell Robinson with Kada backing him up, keeping him fresh. Pritchard, Hugo, Shireman, Walsh. That's our 10. That's a pretty solid 10.
Yeah. So the Mitch Robinson signing, I saw like a stat said he was like the best like pick and roll player going to the basket or something in the last like 10 years.
He's a monster, dude. seven
Yeah.
foot
So
three, elite offensive rebounder, elite shot blocker. And we have Kada now on a 4 year deal that we just gave him to keep him fresh. Mitch only has to play 20 minutes a game. He doesn't have to play in the regular season all the time. That's a playoff signing. And yeah, like you said, the analytics, which I kind of want to get into this conversation in a minute, are just stats or just data picked up from the basketball court. Love Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson got the series sailing offensive rebound on that late OG Anunoby missed free throw in game five where the Knicks won the championship. Maybe
yeah.
they don't win that game if Mitchell Robinson doesn't grab that offensive rebound over Wemby and another Spur. That guy's a dog. And I love his personality. I think the Boston fans are going to absolutely adore that guy. I'm so excited for Mitch. And the fact that we have Kada, like
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Kada fan, but having those two together is perfect.
He'll be elite coming off the bench.
Right. And we're not I personally like to have a shooting center, but at the same time, I mean, Celtics fans are going to be happy about the fact that we're not going to be shooting as many threes. It's not going to be 5 out anymore because we have Mitch and Kada.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get some more stuff going to the basket. So yeah, no, I like it. And then they bring in Mike Conley too, guard. So it's just like a depth signing. Like he'll definitely just play backup minutes, like rotation role.
Right, like
Um,
15 minutes a game, running some offense for the bench. I like it. Good, a great veteran leader. But speaking of
but
those analytics, what do you think on just the whole topic, the whole subject? Well, are you an analytics guy? Are you half and half? Do you hate them? What do you think?
I love them. I think they're a really good way to look at the game. And I don't know. That's kind of how I look at the game. I'll watch it, but then afterwards I'll go look at the stats and I don't know, just kind of see. So, um, I'm more of an analytics guy. I like looking at the advanced stats, like just like net ratings, like turnover percentage, steal percentage, um, just like stuff. I don't know.
Right. And I get some stuff can be flawed, like a Vorp or a LeBron or a Darko. Like I'm not looking into all that stuff, but true shooting
Yeah,
percentage is something that I've been looking into since I was in high school, maybe middle school. And I think all
yeah,
people that really watch basketball understand like a true shooting percentage. It's you can't just look at field goal percentage. I mean, guys are taking different
yeah,
shots. Some guys take more threes, and threes are worth more. Free throws, like a guy can go 10 for 25 and you say, oh, that's inefficient. But what if he went 9 for 10 from the free throw line? That's way better than 10 for 25. And I think that gets so
yeah.
under accounted for. And so true shooting percentage is the best one. But then like you go on off ratings. Um, like, are you kidding me? You don't want to know if a team's better with a guy on the bench than on the court, or if a team gets better with this guy on the floor. How is that made up? And Jaylen
Yeah, or like
Brown's
a
on,
plus minus.
yeah. Like, and at the end of the day, like these people are looking at points per game, assists, rebounds, turnovers. Those are the same thing. It's just data that isn't made up at all. Yeah, you can fabricate certain numbers to tell a different story, but like they're just stats. They're just numbers. They're just data. And when I hear Jaylen Brown go on Twitch and say that people are making up numbers to make stuff up about him and have agendas and make him look bad, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's a victim mentality, and
Yeah,
it really
he's
turned me
always
off.
he's always been like as much as I love him, like I feel like we've embraced him. He won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the Finals MVP. Like I don't know, he was the man this whole year. Everyone rode with him. Like I don't know. And then he's on Twitch saying, "Boston, they packed my bags. They sent me up out of here." Like, dude, I don't think it's like that. Like, I don't know, you play here 10 years. That's a really long time. You think about it in NBA terms, like that is a long time, dude. Like, not a
Right?
lot of guys are on one team for a decade. So just to begin with, that's like I think he'll look back and be like, yeah, it was a good run. Like, I think he'll get over it after a little bit here.
Facts. And we gave him $300 million. He won Finals MVP. I get he can feel disrespected about certain things. Should he have made Team USA? Yes. He probably thinks, oh, I won Finals MVP, and the media narrative still that Tatum's better. Cool. But come on, dude. You think you're being silenced because of what you're saying? Dude, how does trading you to Philly silence you? How does trading you silence you? Much less to one of the nation's capitals, not the nation's capital, but you get the point. Like, how does trading you to Philadelphia silence you? I don't get it. I don't understand why he's acting like this. I think he's got I don't know.
I
He's
think
gone for a reason.
I don't know how well he'll fit in Philly because those guys are like pretty ball dominant too. You know what I mean? And like he'll do good on the nights Embiid's not playing, but like when they're all out there, I don't know.
Right. Like, what are you going to put Maxi and Embiid both off ball?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they
they're
can both
just
shoot, but
Jaylen Brown can disappear for too long for stretches for a star player. I don't know.
right. And he's not an elite 3-point shooter. He's not going to space at an elite level. Yeah, he can space it and shoot it, but it's not the best fit. And like, even past the fit, like, do people really think Embiid? All right.
Look at it.
I like Embiid, but Philly always finds a way to mess it up, and he's always hurt, and it never works out.
they've never been to an Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, it's just yeah.
And they have no depth. Yes, they have an elite big four, but on top of the fit concerns, they have no depth. I like the Phylon pick. I like the Dean Wade edition, but I mean, what are we doing here? Phylon and Dean Wade? There's a reason Phylon fell past 20. He's not gonna go. I don't know. I like him, but I just Justin Edwards and these guys are in your top nine, top eight. Ah,
So I was looking at this thing too. Uh, Last year in the NBA, the, there was a stat like contested rebounds per game, which are like tough rebounds, like who had the most of them. And the Celtics have two guys in the top 10. They got Kata and Mitch Robinson, who all the other guys on the list, Mitch Robinson played like 10 less minutes per game, and he's like fourth. So if he played
beautiful.
close to starter minutes, like he would be an absolute tank.
That's beautiful. I love that. And like, we're gonna be pretty good. We're gonna be pretty
And
solid.
you see the thing where the Celtics win percentage when they use Tatum like more than 33%.
And then what is it?
Like so if he's below a 33% usage rate, they're like a 65% win percentage. And if he's above a 33% usage rate, he's they have a 90% win percentage.
Ooh,
Yeah.
pretty
So
good.
the
And
top
like,
comment on this is the only criticism Brad Stevens should be getting is not trading Brown sooner.
dude, literally, do you think his value would have been higher last offseason?
Would you
Probably.
say?
Do you think his value would be higher last offseason? Probably.
Yeah, but it just would have been wild to trade him. You know what I mean?
Definitely. You want to hear some other stats? The Celtics have been better with Jaylen Brown off the court than on for 4 straight years. 4 straight seasons, including this one, especially this one, and especially the year we won the championship. And yeah, the Celtics have a good bench. Yeah, the Celtics are a good team, but like exactly. The Celtics so Jaylen Brown led the league in turnovers this season, but the Celtics were last as a team in turnovers. Best, the least turnovers in the league as a team. They
Yeah.
were top five defense, and they were much better defensively with Jaylen off the court. Jaylen was in the 11th percentile of defenders when it comes to on off. Like
So
they they were in top five in 3 point volume and um 3 pointers made. And Jaylen shot 34% from three. He wasn't at yes, he was a big part of us being so good this season, but he wasn't as impactful as people think. Tatum is a better player. Tatum is a more all around, more dimensional player than Jaylen Brown.
yeah,
He's another level.
yeah. Look at the last season too. They like compare lineups. Like Tatum's way better than Brown when Brown's off the floor. Like just kind of like I don't know stuff like it'll be interesting to see, next season how it plays out. It really does. Because like I really wouldn't be shocked if they win like 45 games or they could win. They'll probably win somewhere between like 45 and 55.
I agree. I think we get to about 50. If we're 56 and 26 last year. I mean, like how I think we win 55 games. We didn't get much worse. We basically replaced Brown with Tatum,
Yeah,
and
but the East got better.
that's a great point. But we
Yeah.
got better. I mean, like, did we not get better? We basically sent out Jaylen Brown, brought in Jason Tatum, Paul George, and Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
But you're right. The East got a lot better. I mean, and we can talk about those moves. The Heat, the Raptors, specifically in the
Yeah. I don't,
East.
and then also like you said, it gives them flexibility. They can make a trade with the picks they have down the line, or they can just play it out and keep drafting guys and kind of recycling. So it'll be
Exactly.
interesting.
Like we have some really nice young talent. Um, just in Hugo, Baylor, Ron Harper Jr. is really good. Amari Williams is a guy with
Game
some
Game
potential.
7 legend.
Yeah. Ugh. What do you think about Missoula?
This will be a make or break year because I think it'll have less like big men on the floor to stretch the three ball. So I don't think they'll shoot the three as much, but they'll shoot a lot of threes still. But I mean, there's less guys taking them, so unless those guys are just going to take more, I don't know. I think the jury's out on them this season. I think like coach of the year, like I don't know. We'll see now. I feel like last year we said it was a test, and now here's another test for you. So if he gets through this season, they're still like a 50 plus win team. He's a good coach. You kind of can't deny it.
Right. I think he I think he's
Pains me to
good.
say it.
I know. He's a great leader, I think is fair to say, but as a basketball coach he could be better. Um, but he does win a lot of games. I think with a really good team he can be really good, but I think he's too stubborn. I think his in-game adjustments are really bad. Like when threes aren't falling, dude, you got to pivot. You got to go to the basket. You got to stop taking this. You got to stop doing the stuff that's not working. And he's
Well,
too stubborn. He's too attached to his
and
philosophy.
the subject that brought us on this conversation, Ron Harper Jr., he started him in game 7 with like Luka Garza. Like,
Yeah, what the hell was that? And we went down like 11-0, right? Or 9-0 at least.
yeah, hold on.
Went down early.
I love looking up the image to this starting lineup.
It's horrible, man. There's no excuses.
Game
But
7. Here we go.
so what do you think about the Giannis to the Heat trade?
Uh yeah, Miami, I don't know. Like they're kind of just all in with Bam and Giannis, and in this era, I don't know. Like the Twin Towers, it kind of works, but I don't know if that works with your two best players. You can't shoot threes, and the team around them is absolutely awful. Like
Right.
they'll probably be a playing team, right? You think?
I think they could be better. And the reason is because of their defense. I think their defense is going to be so elite with Bam and Giannis and Davion Mitchell at the point of attack and Wiggins on the wing. I think they're going to be a top five defense. And I think having Giannis and Antetokounmpo gives you an offensive floor. Um, and then you got Bam, but the spacing really concerns me. Like Giannis and Bam both aren't shooters. Bam did shoot the three well in the Olympics. He has a beautiful mid range. He shot five threes a game last season, but he's not a 3-point shooter. I think he'll step out more and shoot the threes, and maybe he surprises some people. I think there's some room for Bam surprising as a shooter, which gives them a higher ceiling. I think Giannis gives them a floor offensively. I think they're a top five defense, and I think Bam's sneaky ability to shoot may give their offense another level. Um, that
It
said,
could also it could also turn into like, oh, like Giannis and Bam are just gonna absolutely hold down the paint, and like you're just gonna have to shoot your way to win.
right. Like, why can't they be the best defense in the league? I think they will be
Think
right
they'll play
there.
zone? You think they can play zone with those two guys?
They
Those
could.
two guys just roaming on the back end, and then you have three guys guarding the 3 point line.
Pretty good.
I mean, that's like the two guys that could do it.
Right. Their perimeter offense, though, is really bad. There's no denying it. Um, could Nikola Jovic play a part? He's going into year five, which is really bad. And he still hasn't
They
done
got
much. He shot 36%
Wiggins,
last year. Wiggins is going to be big. He's their best offensive perimeter player, which is just really bad. Pelly
then
Larson,
everything else is just like dumpster diving, like free agents. Like
right. They lost Powell.
they signed like Tim Hardaway, right?
Like he's a bench shooter. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
no, like come on.
you can't rely on
I think Pelly, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Larson is the guy you're banking on, being a surprise heat culture guy. 11 points last year, 50% from the field, 32% from three. But like you're relying on Pelly Larson. I don't know how to pronounce his name. So
Yeah.
that's worrisome. But like Davion Mitchell last year, or the past 2 years, has averaged. Actually, no. He was solid last year
All
as
right.
a floor general, 3-point shooter, defender. Like I think they're going to be a playoff team in the East. I don't think they're a title contender unless Pelly Larson's like an all-star, which isn't going to happen. So,
Or like LeBron goes there.
right.
That's
And
it.
like even that like doesn't necessarily fix what they need.
No.
So, yeah, maybe like a 4 or 5 seed that could be better. But even then, like they have a huge hole. They have some great strengths, but there's some holes there. Or one big hole, their perimeter offense. And just, Giannis and Bam like makes their perimeter offense even worse. Those guys not being able to shoot. But like I said, I think there's a floor there.
Yeah. I wanted to ask what you think of the LaMelo deal?
I loved it at first for Minnesota, at first, because I've been saying they need a point guard. They can't just keep giving it to Ant and making him do all this stuff. And I also said Julius Randle's horrible. I mean, can he be your fourth best player on a cheap contract? Sure. But he's not a second best guy. I don't even think he's a third best guy. So you get rid of him, you get a point guard. I was very happy. I'm a LaMelo Ball guy. He's a great playmaker, great shooter. But you just look at the landscape of the NBA, and it's like the Spurs, the Thunder, the Knicks, these grit and grind, physical, defensive teams. And it's like LaMelo Ball is the worst player you can throw into that kind of basketball game. Like I
Yeah.
loved it. Melo and Ant are going to be fun. I think this could be a 60-win team. I think they have like they're really good, but in the playoffs against those upper echelon teams like the Spurs and the Thunder, they worry me. LaMelo worries me.
Yeah, and that was his healthiest season by far. So like I don't can you really rely on him to be healthy? And they gave up everything. So like now they have with the Gobert trade and then now this, they have absolutely no draft capital. So they're all in with Ant right now.
Right.
Which I don't love it. I think I like Charlotte's end of the deal, honestly.
Right. And like it sucks to lose a guy who is such a good playmaker, makes his teammates better, and the analytics love him for that. But is he a winning player? Like 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 that's why Minnesota's kind of, not making out well, is because he's not a physical player. He's not a defender. Like you said, he can't stay healthy. He's one of the most injury prone stars the NBA's ever seen, as is his brother. There's something in those genetics. Um, yeah. Do you think they're gonna struggle without LaMelo, or are you high on Brandon and Con?
I'm high on Brandon Kahn, especially Kahn. And I love Kobe White, dude. I think that's a great replacement. More
Kobe
team
White's a very good
player.
player. I
Yeah.
don't like. I'd rather him as a sixth man. I think he'd be an elite sixth man, but he's a great player.
Yeah. So I like the deal from Charlottetown. And then they get a whole bunch of picks, so they
And
just can
Nas
keep
Reed, like,
like
come
they might
on. I
be
mean,
yeah, they like in a few years they could be in an OKC situation where they just have so many picks
right.
and they can go
And
get someone.
absolutely. And I like back to infrastructure, like what the Celtics do. I trust the guys in charge, and I feel that way about the Hornets guys with Charles Lee as the coach. I feel that way about Utah with Ainge and with Will Hardy and with Ryan Smith. I like what's going on in these buildings. We can talk about the Kawhi trade, the Ja
Ja.
trade. Yes.
Let's talk about the Ja.
Still makes no fucking sense to me, but
What was the deal?
Ja for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. I don't get how that helps the
Picks?
Blazers. No. I guess
Honestly,
it's
just like
just
a low risk thing for the. That's crazy, John Morant going for that, bro.
like what? That's the last place I would have expected Ja to go to is Portland.
Yeah, I don't. Poor guy's gonna go rot there.
That ass. Like I don't know. Scoot, Ja, Dame, Drew, Shaden. That's five guards. Four of them are straight up point guards. I just I want some clarity on the direction they're going in, but this trade gave us the complete opposite of that. Because we already were like, all right, what are they going to do? Are they going to keep Scoot? Are they going to keep Shaden? What are they going to do with those two? Where's Drew going to go? All we knew is that Dame and Denny were going to try and, win some games. But now I guess you can win more games with Ja, but I just don't understand what direction they're going in. I don't get who's staying, who's going between Ja, Scoot, and Drew and Shaden. It's really confusing to me, but I do like what they're building. They re-signed Rob Williams. They have Klingon. They have Kamara. Like maybe they think they're just a really good team and it was a buy low opportunity on John Morant. And like
Yeah, because like
maybe they think, oh, we missed on Scoot. Ja could still be really good. I don't know.
because like I don't know, it's just kind of a low risk thing where it's like, all right, if it doesn't work out, we didn't give up much for him. But I wonder like what that contract is because that's a huge contract to take on. So
Right? Yeah. Let me look at his contract. How many
I
years is
can,
on it? I know it's a max deal. It's expensive. He's under contract for two more seasons. So same as Jeremy Grant. So maybe it literally is just like buy a low opportunity, I guess. Maybe we flip him for more. Maybe
yeah.
we keep him. I don't
And
know.
if he's a head case, just he's gone.
Right. But are you risking something by taking on that money even for 2 years?
I don't know because like I feel like it's not going to be as much of a distraction because it's not his team. He knows his expectation, his role, but I feel like he could get not happy quick because like the Blazers seem like a deep, deep team. So like I don't know, he could lose his way in the rotation there real quick.
I completely agree. How good do you think they can be? They were the seven seed last year. I think most of the teams below them didn't get better than them. You can make the argument, but I don't, you know. So
Yeah,
maybe it's
I think
fine.
they'll only
Maybe
be better. I don't know, like you don't know which John Morant you're getting. Like if he's the MVP John Morant, that could literally put the Blazers up to like a top four team. So who
damn good
knows?
player. Damn good player. It's just the fit. Like maybe, oh, he's good. Let's trade Scoot. Maybe we trade Jew. Maybe it
You
works.
remember his you remember his first game back when he scored in like versus the Pelicans, like after his suspension or something?
When he threw the nade.
Yeah.
Dude, there's something
No,
wrong with him.
yeah.
Like
Like
like there's actually something wrong with him to the point where like I don't know if I'd want to take the risk, but hey, he's a damn good player. So
yeah.
um so they could be decent in the West. What else was there? Donovan Mitchell was extended today. I don't love it. I think Donovan Mitchell is really good. He's a really good scorer, better than Jaylen Brown. However, in the analytics do like him. However, is he a guy that makes his teammates better? I don't know. I, I don't know.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell, is he good enough of a scorer, like an ant level, where it's like, okay, he's not an elite playmaker, but he's an elite scorer. Like I guess he is a really elite scorer. I just don't know if I'd pay him what they paid him. I mean, so he's gonna be
Yeah,
locked up. He's gonna be
they gave
making
him
$75 million in 2031. He'll be 34. I don't oof. And he's a guy who's gonna fall off because of athleticism.
yeah, I don't know, because like and then if he waited to sign that extension later in the summer, he could have gotten a fifth year, which is weird.
Well, handshake deals going on, maybe?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's not worried about it. Who knows? But why not,
He's
right?
a good guy. He's not a diva.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I do
Um,
they must to me
what do you think about the Mobley being in trade talks?
Well,
I'm shocked.
to me, this deal really makes me think they believe in what they have, or even if they don't believe in they have what they have, they're going to make a big trade because they are really all invested in going in on this next 2 to 3 year window. So whether that's with Mobley, whether that's because they think they can get something for Mobley, um, I think they believe in what they have, and that's what this contract signifies to me. Is we're going all in. We are not going anywhere. We're going foot on the gas. We're trying to win a championship. Mobley, what do you think?
I don't yeah, I like him. I'm kind of shocked why he's in trade deals or talks. Like
I guess just I get it because he's making so much money and he's kind of disappointing offensively, but he's got time. How old is he? 23, 24? I think 24. Mobley is
yeah,
25. Just turned 25. He's
he's kind
got
of young.
yeah. And he's an elite defender. He's an elite defender. But I do think it's fair to say, all right, we're paying you what, 60 million? Like you got to get better offensively, but maybe they suspect he will and they are really going all in with the Mitchell Mobley duo, and they think they have something with Harden and Allen. It's just I do think they have something. It's just I thought if they had something, it would have prevailed last year. But I guess Mobley can get better. I don't know. I don't know. I think it would have been interesting. I thought he would have been floated in Giannis trade talks to go
Yeah.
all in to
They
go
ex-
all in Mitchell
didn't they
Giannis.
didn't they extend Harden?
Yeah, yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. So,
Um, so he's got a player? I don't know.
um, yeah, I think they like reworked it so it's cheaper, but
Okay, so they're still working on it. He declined the option and they're working on a long-term deal.
yeah. I
Damn,
think
I
they're
think they're
trying to
going
sign
all in.
LeBron. They're trying to sign LeBron, I think,
What do you
which
think? I kind of agree. What do you think that would do? We're like, all right, so we got Harden, Mitchell, LeBron, Mobley, Allen, Max Strus, Jalen Tyson, all these guys.
what's their position of need? Looks like a small forward.
Well, that's my thing is I don't think they need anything but maybe an upgrade or guys to get better because they have the infrastructure with Struess. He's like the perfect guy with their big four and Tyson and these guys. It'd be nice to add LeBron. I just think you add LeBron, you're adding in another guy who can't shoot, but another non really shooter in addition to Allen. And I think with their position of need is small forward, which is LeBron, but probably a shooting small forward, right? And that's what Struess is. So it's like I think you just need guys to
It,
get better. You need Mitchell to be a better playmaker. You need Mobley to be a better offensive player, and
it's
earn
weird because
Harden to
remember they
stop
had
choking.
yeah.
Like Harden, like
Remember
God.
they brought in so many guys through that small forward position, like between Okoro, um, who's the guy, DeAndre Hunter, like guy after guy, and they kind of just don't fit into that. I feel like they don't get the ball enough, you know? I don't know. I feel like just like the way they play with the guards having the ball so much with Garland even, and then now Harden, they get so dominant that they're just sitting there catch and shoot guys, which is why they have guys like Struess and Merrill. And they're kind
Merrill,
of probably regretting letting Ty Jerome go.
right? Like he had a bad playoff, but he was young. He was young, and dude, like if you're gonna let go
Mm.
Tyre Jerome because he had a bad playoff at what 22, 23, then why the hell do you want any part of James Harden? That guy, there is something in his head that just goes to
Remember who they
shit.
brought in? Remember who they brought in to replace Ty Jerome? Lonzo Ball.
Oh my God, man. What are they doing?
So
I don't.
and
I'm
that
not a
lasted
fan.
like a month.
I
So
think LeBron would be
yeah,
cool, is what I'll say. Because like you said, what else? What are they gonna keep trying what they got? It's not working, but they're clearly committed, in my opinion, to going all in on a championship. So yeah, go get LeBron, bring him home. You'll be one of the most watched teams in the NBA. You'll be that. I don't know if a championship's in the cards, but maybe it is. I mean, you add a player like LeBron for maybe cheap, you don't get worse, right?
but I'm afraid that's like what they're going all in for that. Where like
Right.
I don't know if they don't get him, they're kind of screwed.
I agree. What about the Raptors in the Kawhi trade? They give up Ingram, a couple picks, so they make out well. They definitely get better from the team they were last year, which was a 5 seed that took the Cavs to 7. I think they get better. They're going to be an elite defense. Kawhi and Scotty is an awesome duo. You got Colin Murray Boyles. Quickly and Barrett and Pirtle are fine, but I'm not the biggest fans of them. I think this is a good team, a playoff team. Depending on how good Scotty and Kawhi can be, maybe a finals team, maybe. I don't know. What do you think the ceiling is?
I think a good step up would be what were they this year? Were they playing or they made the playoffs, right?
They were a 5 seed.
Yeah,
Five
so I
seed,
think
46 and 36. Do you think they can win 50? I think they can.
yeah, I think the goal should be to win. I think to be 5 seed again, I think are better. I mean, you just got to get Kawhi the playoffs, but I mean, they're a deep team. I don't know about their depth. Like their depth guys, they've kind of developed them. So I really don't watch a lot of Raptors games, so I don't know them.
Shed.
Um,
Shed's good, but they
yeah.
drafted Allen Graves, Jacoby Walter, Murray Boyles,
What do
Jamison
you say
Battle
about
guys
RJ?
like.
You like RJ?
No, I don't.
Yeah, like
Like RJ is a guy who I loved coming out of Duke. I thought he was going to be the best player in that draft. I love his body. I love his physical profile and like his theoretical skill, but he's not the shooter that he needs to be. And if he was a shooter, he'd be an all-star, all NBA guy. But his role is almost like, all right, we need you to shoot because Kawhi and Scotty are gonna have the ball a lot, quickly even. Murray Boyles, like, yeah, RJ can handle it, but he's just not effective enough. Like, I don't like the fit with RJ. I think if you can go flip RJ for something, but you get what I'm saying. I love RJ's potential, but I don't love what he
yeah,
is.
like I feel like he'll be a good player on a bad team like for a while.
Right. But I think this is a good playoff team, a 50 win team. Um, RJ Barrett's the X factor, I think. I think that's what I'd say. Is if that guy
Yeah,
can shoot 37, 38% from three on, 5 threes a game, they could be damn good. But I
and
don't think he's ever
I like
done
their
that.
coach. I feel like everyone's bought in there.
Right.
There's a vision. There's been progress. They went all in. Now we'll see where they're at.
I think the
So
Raptors sailing is the finals. Do I see them getting there? Not going to say that.
I
No, I
think a
don't.
good. Did they make the second round this year? Or they get bounced first.
They got bounced in the first round by the Cavs in 7.
So I think if they win one series, that's great.
I agree. I agree. And then we had the we talked about the Ja trade. We talked about LeBron a little bit. We could probably talk about him a little bit more. LaMelo, Kawhi, Mitchell, and Giannis. Talk a little bit about Summer League. Talk a little bit about LeBron. Do you have anything else on LeBron?
No, not really.
I don't have it. I'm kind of sick
Um,
of it.
yeah, just make your decision. Stop like
Right?
leading everyone on.
Like he's not even that good. Like, what do you think about these rookies in Summer League?
So I really haven't watched a lot of it, but I have seen the Darren Peterson stuff, which is making me happy because I liked him and I thought he was going to be good, and that's exactly why he was drafted number two. You know what I mean? It's just taken over, and like you see the scoring, it just looks easy for him, and the way he gets to his spots, and sometimes they're double teaming him. It doesn't matter, fade away,
12
right in your
assists.
face.
12, like,
Yeah,
are you kidding me? But like, yeah, his scoring, it looks like it just comes so natural to him. Like Kobe vibes, like just mid-range, three. Quick first step, blow by you,
Runners.
get to the basket. Runners, like it's his like a specialty. But he's an
Yeah.
elite shooter. Everything just seems never rushed to him. He's always in complete control. It always looks like he's in control of the possession. And man, that dude's good. He had 8 turnovers his first game. Worries about his playmaking coming into the league. He wasn't used as a playmaker at Kansas for a variety of reasons. But man, 12 assists, pretty good bounce back. They have him playing point guard. That dude is going to be all NBA, maybe 30 points per game, maybe 6 assists. He's a special scorer. Like I said, he always looks in control. Nothing looks forced. Just a natural elite scorer and shooter.
So with Utah now, so what do they got? What's their starting line? Is it uh George, Peterson, I don't know, the small Markkinen, East Bailey, and then Kessler?
So the Lakers got Kessler, but they have Jaren.
Oh, Jaren
Yeah,
Jackson?
so they could go
Damn,
right. Like I love what
damn.
they're building, and I trust the guys in charge. You see what Ryan Smith's done. Um, he knows what he's doing. People don't like tanking, but he knows what he's doing, and he got himself Darryn Peterson. He's done a great job with the Mammoth. He knows what he's doing. I love Avery Bradley as the whatever he's doing, the Ainges, and then you can run Keontae, Darryn Peterson, the two guards, and then you can either run Ace at the three, or you could put Laurie at the three, Jaren at the four, and run another center.
That's
Or,
wild. Lori at the three.
right. Yeah, I don't love it. And maybe they trade him. He's making so much money. But yeah, Keontae, Darren, Ace, who reminds me of Jaylen Brown. Do you see that in his game? And then
I
Laurie and
really
Jaren.
haven't watched a lot of East Bailey, so I don't know. But I remember college was a lot of ISO. Like, I don't know, I wasn't super impressed.
I wasn't either, but I watched his highlights, which is, for what it's worth, every guy's highlights in the NBA. But dude, he jumps out of the gym. He's 6'7", wing, strong, physical, athletic, a genuinely a good shooter. He can create, and he has a lot of the mannerisms and the physicality and the profile of Jaylen Brown. Really reminds me of him.
What was I gonna say? What was it? I'm trying to think here. I just had something on the tip of my tongue.
On
Uh,
Utah,
no, it was Tobias Harris. He went to the Spurs. What do you think of that? Like, is that? I feel like that's kind of the Harrison Barnes, just like upgraded a little bit.
right? Like that. Do you want him being your third option like he was in Detroit, or even second option? Hell no. But that's not what he is in San Antonio. He's gonna be the fifth, fourth, sixth option. So I love it. I think that's the perfect signing. You get an elite shooter who can put it on the floor and dribble. He's big, he's physical. I really like it. Like if you're
He was good in the
if
playoffs too.
right,
So
right. Like he swung games for Detroit. He's not a guy that you can win with being your third or fourth player, but maybe as your fifth starter interchangeably with someone off the bench who's just gonna shoot. I like it. With
I
Wemby
agree
and
with you.
Harper. I mean, that Spurs team's kind of screwed with Fox, but maybe they're not as screwed. Maybe he was injured. He was injured. Maybe that injury was a big deal, and maybe he'll be back to All-Star form next year. He was pretty good in the regular season. There was clearly something up mentally, and injuries can affect your mental and your confidence and how you feel when you're playing. So maybe they're fine. Maybe the Spurs win their championship. Fox is good. What do you think? Do you think they're gonna? I mean, they obviously regret it, but do you think they're gonna try and get off of him? Maybe give up a pick to get off of him because he's making 60 million for 4 more years. That's bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they can actually until the next deal maybe kicks in. So I think they're kind of stuck with it. But I think they'll stick it out. I think they would anyways because it's year one of that whole experiment and it went great. So I don't know. I wouldn't be. too jumpy to like start changing what you're doing.
Right. I like it. Got you to the finals in your first year, so I think there's no going down. He can only get better from what he was in the finals and the playoffs overall last year because he was really hurt, to his credit. But that was
Yeah.
bad. Um,
So
like
I
I
feel like the Pistons got worse. Like they haven't really done much, right?
really disappointing. They haven't even gotten Darryn signed or moved off of him. Um,
Really?
yeah, let me see. Pistons depth chart. Obviously, you got Cade. You're gonna be good. Asar and Darryn. They got John Collins. I don't mind that. But other than that, Isaiah Joe's good. They drafted Ibuka Okori, which I didn't understand because you already had Dennis Jenkins, who was phenomenal in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still waiting on a big move from Detroit because Darryn and Asar have the same limits. I mean, neither of them can shoot the three. Having those two guys is great defensively, great for physicality and athleticism, and m- rollers and cutters and lob threats for Cade, but you need that second offensive scoring option next to Cade, and they didn't get it. Really
Yeah,
confused by their offseason.
I know. Yeah, they haven't really done anything. Who did the Kings get? Did the Kings go get someone that I saw
They
when they
waived
traded Levine?
DeMar. They waived
Okay.
DeMar. So let me see. They waived DeMar. So now they got Acuff, Levine, Hunter, Keegan Murray, Sabonis. They got Neat Clifford off the bench, Malik Monk. Mm, they're going to be terrible, I think, again. Even
Yeah,
they have some
that could be
guys.
worst team in the league.
Have you watched any summer league besides Peterson? Watch Acuff at
No,
all?
no. How they been doing?
22 points, the game sailing three.
So
So I was higher on Wagler, but I think I underrated Acuff coming into the league a little bit. Like that dude's tough. That dude's going to be able to put up 25 a game in a couple years with six, maybe seven assists. He's really electric. Absolutely special shooter. He
I
reminds me
always
of
love the
Fox, just with the way he has the
you good.
ball on a string, goes for mid ranges, pulls up. I really like Acuff. I think he's going to be an all-star in this league.
My favorite's always the summer league, the conversations that come from summer league, because like looking back at it in the regular season, you always kind of laugh. You're like, oh my God, you remember when this guy had two bad games in summer league and then like everyone thought he was a bust. Like just kind of stuff like that. Um, are there any like big matchups coming up for summer league? Like,
DeBonta versus Peterson, I think it's Thursday,
whoa, I have to
right?
watch that.
As long as they suit Peterson up. The Hawks are up on the Grizzlies right now, 80 to 66. Kingston Flemings and Cameron Boozer are not playing, so I'm glad I didn't watch that.
Who's
Just a
playing
bunch
for the
of
Thunder Jazz game? That could be pretty good.
that's tonight. I hope Darren's
Yeah.
not playing tonight. So maybe a Daimara plays, but he's already played two or three games. So I bet, yeah, Jazz Wizards Thursday. There's no good summer league on tonight. There's nothing on tomorrow. But Thursday you get Acuff versus Wagler, Peterson versus DeBonsa. You get, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll be watching Thursday night, 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. on ESPN, as long as all those guys suit up and play. DeBonsa, I think it's fair to say he will. Wagler, I think it's fair to say that he will because those teams haven't played yet. But Peterson and Acuff have both played multiple games. I hope they play on Thursday night. Sucks Peterson's not playing tonight.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. I saw I was gonna watch it. No, I'm not. But
Yeah, I already looked it up. I was hyped up too. But what else
yeah,
is
I'm
there?
trying to think. Did I see something about expansion? They had a vote or something, or
Let me see. NBA expansion update. Looks like it's moving closer. Targeted to begin play by the 28-29 season with Vegas and Seattle as the exclusive targets. Cool, I guess. I mean, I feel like every time we get settled into a new structure of the league, like this new CBA, it's like, oh, everything's going to change in 2 years. There's going to be new teams in the league. There's going to be an expansion draft. There's going to be a new CBA. I mean, geez, the drama in the NBA. I think there's more drama in the NBA than actual basketball, and I kind of like it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah,
Like I'm trying to see how many guys you would be able to protect on your team.
that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Like or like bad contracts. They'll make bad contracts available.
Oh yeah,
It'll
is
just
it,
be like it'll kind of be a bad look for teams because it'll be like, oh, who's the most expendable player on your roster? Like, and then you'll get to see that. It'll literally be like a trading block.
that's gonna be funny. Might see Jaylen Brown in there.
Imagine like 33-year-old Jaylen Brown getting drafted to like Seattle. See you later, buddy.
Boston. Oh, again, and Brad we trust. And the last thing I want to say, that I have to say at least is that yesterday in that press conference, Brad. So it was funny. Brad said it was a basketball decision, or Brad said it was a money decision, and Bill Chisholm said that it was a basketball decision. So they completely contradicted each other.
I
However,
think that can be true together.
right,
I
I was
think
going to just say I don't think they contradict each other at the end of the day because the CBA and these aprons and these hard caps are so restrictive. So restrictive. You can't build a team when you're paying two guys 75% of your salary cap. So I don't think they contradict each other. I think the media is really doing one with this Jaylen Brown situation. I think they are really enjoying themselves. And yeah, I think it comes down to that.
breaking Shams news: Chris Middleton to Wizards.
He's going he's going back to the Wizards.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Where was he?
Oh, they traded him.
Huh. Dude, I think I turned Shams notifications off. Yeah, I turned them
Yeah,
off.
traded
I'm turning back on.
to Dallas. Oh, he's part of the Anthony Davis trade.
Wait, wait. I'm so confused. Oh, good signing for the Lakers getting Kevon Looney. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah, that was a cheap deal. I know the Lakers are not going to be good. I bet they could miss the playoffs. What do you think?
I think they make the playoffs with Luca and Kessler and Reeves. I think they do. But I see your point. They are not a deep team. They don't have like like Reeves is good, but he's not great.
Like Luca might take them to like a top 10, maybe a play-in, but I think anything past that, that's kind of wild.
I think Luca gets them in the playoffs. I think he's just that good. And then I really like their rookie Cam Carr. I like Colin Sexton off the bench. I think they'll make the playoffs. That's just my opinion. Grimes, Luca's just so good offensively. However, you bring up a good point. I think they could miss it. What do you think happens with Bronny James?
Bronny?
Yeah, he probably won't be a Laker in 2 years, maybe next year.
No, yeah, he's done. He's out of the league soon.
Yeah,
It's crazy that I didn't think LeBron was going to leave. I thought he was just going to resign.
I did too. I did too. But I mean, we have seen the drastic, the real drop off in his production that we thought we were going to get for the last 10 years. We finally saw it this year, and even last year a little bit. But he's still really good. The more I think about it, the more I like LeBron to the Cavs
It
because
really is the best fit.
right. And I
Or
will
the
worry
Heat.
about their spacing, but I mean, you give LeBron the ball, and then Mitchell and Harden are spacers. Mobley's a spacer. It could work. It could work.
I'm trying to think, oh, what do you think about the Bulls? Like did you like I know you like their draft. Do you still like it or they haven't really done much.
I really like
They'll
Caleb
probably
Wilson. I
Give them
really
like
like
give
Caleb
them.
Wilson.
I'd say like they're like 2 to 3 years out before they want to start winning
I
some
agree.
games.
I like Booz Ellis. I like Claxton. I like Powell. I just don't love those guys enough as like I love Caleb Wilson. I don't know. I don't know exact. I do know their slot philosophy: size, length, athleticism, physicality. I know that's what they go by, and they got that with Caleb Wilson. They have that in some other guys with Claxton and Buzelis. So I think that's the identity they're trying to build. I like that they have an identity that they're trying to build. I like that they have a face of the franchise now.
Yeah, I agree with you. But
What else? What else is there before we hop off? I feel like we covered a lot.
we have I'm just looking
So,
through like teams here.
so you don't think the Sixers are going to be? I
You know,
mean,
one team that hasn't done anything is Houston. Have they?
it's a good point. They traded Dorian Finney-Smith. That's about it.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess I kind of don't blame them for just running it back. You get Fred VanVleet back. You you figure Amen, Jabari, and Sengun are only going to get better, right? You get KD back.
Tari Eason.
They signed Tyrese in. You got Reed Shepard. He's only going to get better like those other three. You got
They
Adams. They
oh
signed Smart.
they brought in Bogdanovich and Marcus Smart.
They got Clint Capella. I kind of like what they got. I kind of like that they're running it back. Because you got to figure Amen, Jabari, Sengun, and Shepard only get better, right? And even Eason.
Shepard's got to get better. If not, there he's gonna be. I don't know. He could be G League soon.
You got a good point. I mean, I don't think he was that bad, but
Let's see.
he took a lot of slander. 82 games, 39% from three.
Just in the playoffs, he didn't play well. Yeah, he
Oh
shot
yeah. Oh, that was
30% in the playoffs.
he had a horrible playoff. Damn. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, you're right. But I think he had too much pressure on him. I think Houston's going to be good next year. They're going to be in the playoffs. I think they're going to be better than last year. I don't see how they can't be. You get Van Vliet to cover Shepard's role while Shepard still comes off the bench and only gets better. And then your franchise guys
Thompson.
are only getting better and you have KD.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thompson's getting better. Jabari Smith should hopefully get better. Sengun. Yeah. Just run it back. I like it. And then like you finished second last year. You kind of just you gotta figure some things out coming down the stretch in the playoffs. But
It's funny, the Rockets finished their season 9-1, the regular season.
really,
Yeah. 2 games away from the 3 seed. I think they're going to be good. I'm glad you brought that up. I think that the Nuggets are going to be an interesting one, especially with Jokic declining the extension. He'll become a free agent next year, and you got Murray tied up for like
he
4 more years
declined
of 50. Yeah, the extension. And you got Murray tied up. I think it's 3 more years of 50 plus million. I mean,
Damn, Jokic, that would be crazy. You have a
right?
Jokic free agency.
I mean, this new CBA, it created parity. That's what NBA fans wanted, right?
Yeah, and if guys really want to win, they can still make a lot of money, but just not as much, but still. So it's good to see guys still care about winning though. Like LeBron, he's not going to get paid as much in like year 20 something, but I don't know.
Right.
He's already a billionaire. Like,
Right? Like what? Just
yeah,
go win, dude. Just go win. Go have a fun season and call it a year. I think this will be his last year, maybe second to last year.
yeah, this will be it.
But yeah, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, that was a good last minute pod. I'm glad I
Very
texted
good.
you. So
Facts. Yeah, facts. Very good pod. Um,
I do got
yeah,
to be in work mad early, so I'll probably edit some for the morning or tomorrow. I'll post
sick.
tomorrow later. So,
Bet. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening. Peace.
all right, good stuff.